Welcome to the WBC Arena. The time is now as we get set for what should be an incredible matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. Up first is the Bulldozer, and they'll be facing Freight Train. This is one of the most stacked divisions in the world. These two will be competing as lightweights.
Talk about hot seats in the house. I am so lucky to be sat where I am watching this fight live. I can tell my grandkids about this.
First up, the Bulldozer from the United States of America. Up against them, Freight Train from the United States of America.
I'm so excited for this fight. There is no nonsense here.
So now let's go into the ring for the official introductions. Here's the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from the United States of America. Wearing the red trunks, trimmed with white. The Bulldozer. Fighting out of the blue corner from the United States of America. Wearing the black trunks, trimmed with black. Freight Train.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
Todd, you know when you've got two fighters there that really believe they're going to win, really want to get it on, this is when it gets stupid.
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves, and here we go. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Nice counter shot. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. They both want the knockout. The crowd here cannot wait. They've been buzzing all day long, and finally, we're about to get it on.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
Both men step back for just a moment. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. And he just missed with that left jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. There was the defense. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the... This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Get your mind back on the job. That's beautiful. That's it. Now just stick a few butt.
And there's the bell for round two. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little trick you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
He missed with that jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway. Hold that thought! And is this the beginning of the end? A nightmare start to this fight. We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. He misses with that straight left. He misses with that jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
I like it. I'm happy. Good man. Get out there.
On to the third. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Beautiful counter punch. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Nice counter shot. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Catch and shoot. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
And he scores with the counter. There's a counter shot. The courage on display here is incredible. Unlike the heavier fighters, these fighters throw so many punches, it's hard to keep up. Couldn't land that jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. A perfect counter shot. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
Now listen, kid, I need you to go back. What do you got to do? Do it.
Back at it in round 4. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Well done with that counter shot. Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Straight right just misses. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year. A perfect counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
You let him back into the fight. You're much better than that guy. Great look. I love it. I love it. That jab's slick. Get your boxing back to...
Back into the fray here in round 5. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
That counter shot lands. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Can't score with that jab. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That hook was off target. And he scores with the counter. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Beautiful counter punch. These two were made for each other. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
You feel good? You're doing good, kid. You're the next one, yeah?
Let's start the 6th. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice counter shot. Swing and a miss with the hook. One punch could change everything in this battle. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. He threw a punch and just got countered. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. He threw a punch and just got countered. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Happy? I like that round. Good work. Good work at that. And breathe when you're stepping about, all right? Good. Down the middle, you can't miss him. Great work. Stay.
Round 7, here we go. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Beautiful counter shot. Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
The straight right just misses. Nice counter shot. Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. A perfect counter shot. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
You're better than that, kid. Just go back out. Great round. Great round. Now relax. Relax.
And we enter the 8th round. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Stamina is off the charts. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That counter shot lands. And he scores with the counter. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for gassing out.
Got everything in the bag.
Let's see how much fatigue we see here in round 9. How much is left in their tank after last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Those counter punches have to hurt. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
He misses with that straight left. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
This can be so frustrating when you're in such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Nobody home with that hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
It's when you talk about championship material.
Shot right up there. Set him up and then take him out.
It's round 10. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. His stamina is off the charts. Punch, counter punch. In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counter punch.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit,
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Stumbling around on Bambi legs. A much better game plan here.
Defense is everything, because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. very competitive round with 10 seconds left. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
There's a lot on the line here.
Tighter fight. And now you've Lamb back in. Now it's going to be a tougher fight because he's going to be confident. Nice round, good round. I like it. I'm happy.
This is the 11th we've entered the championship rounds. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
What were they doing that round? Are they trying to get an earning out? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walked right through it?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
That counter punch caught him clean. And that hook misses. Misses with the straight left. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Swing and a miss with that left hook. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
This is when you talk about championship material.
Terrible round that was. Come on. You let him back into the fight. You're much better than that. Yes, sir.
And there's the bell to start round 12. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Catch and shoot. Incredible work rate. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics.
Oh my God, Johnny! Stumbling around in potholes. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes into the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
He misses with that straight left. A lot of effort being exerted here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision victory.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.